Welcome to Writer's Way Podcast, the podcast where we step into the enchanting world of authors as we delve into their unique writing journeys and captivating tales behind their stories. Randy, welcome to the show. Randy, your book takes us on a visual and personal journey through Jacob State Park, a truly stunning natural gem. So before we dive into the specifics of your book, for those who might not be familiar, can you give us a brief overview of what My Adventures at Jake is all about?
Oh, okay. I got there the second morning there. The first day, I couldn't make it in because I got there late for the cab, then I stayed at a hotel the first day, and then got to the park the second day. And everything adventures came from then. I went on a hike each day, and I took the goal of taking one color picture per day, and the rest all in black and white.
Oh, so I believe that you are an adventurous person based on the book that you had, and so as with the overview that you gave. So it sounds wonderful, and Jacob State Park is known for its rugged beauty, the St. Louis River, and also those iconic formations. What drove you to this particular park for your adventure?
Oh, why I choose? Oh, I know. I think I just there's multiple others to choose and stuff. There are exact reasons why, but it seemed to be a good place. It could have been one of the reasons. I think I might have been there years ago with my family. I saw the swing bridge I did too with it, which. The time I was there, of course, the spring bridge was blown down from a storm, so I couldn't use that. They rebuilt it since, but it was obviously among one of our things, and it and one of the parks that had a cabin to rent. And I lost too because it was not that far from Duluth, take the bus up to Duluth, take a cab over from Duluth over there,
Okay, so for how long were those adventures that culminated in the book? Or was it a single trip, multiple visits over time?
It was all in one there. I stayed at the cabin there. The cabins here, if you have your own campers and stuff, you could rent one of the small cabins. You have the folks you could sleep in there for so much per day. I think it was $50 per night. Right.
That's nice. Oh, so I believe that you is a author and so as a photographer, you really love to do some hiking. And out of those, that's good. And so as with all those adventures, with all those hikings that you had, you also, of course, we wanted to have a memory what we do or we've been to, right?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so for now, let's dive into the book itself. So what kind of readers do you think My Adventures at Jacob would most benefit? And who do you envision holding this book in their hands?
Well, like people like camping and nature stuff there, and I'd say for me, I love black and white photography. The color is good too. I like black and white photography, and it's even in the book. The introduction said black and white photography does not really. That's a better word for it. Take away from nature. There, try to come up with a better word for it. That's a better word for it. And it kind of follows. I can expect people who will be after my own heart, and way in like black and white photography. And it takes a good look at the pictures to you let it kind of soak in your mind, because most of the pictures, they have, there's the shadows in there, you have to go. There's a certain part of the day, to play the shadows, but the nature just shadows, and if you take a shoot the images during the hike, you can't avoid that. And I say it's part of nature to shadow.
Yes, of course. With your style in photography, the black and white, it's so the viewers itself could focus more, because I believe in a picture, one picture itself, it says a lot. And of course, from that picture, since it's black and white style, the imagination of the readers that you have would also, should I say, alive, and they would have this thinking that, wow, this picture has an impact, most especially if your pictures are onto hiking or onto nature. So there are a lot of nature lovers out there that would have to read, or that would love to read your book, and so as with, should I say, photography students, right?
All right.
Okay, so that brings us to a unique approach of photographing the park, a challenge that you set for yourself. Could you elaborate on why you photographed it the way you did, especially the one color image a day aspect that's mentioned in the book description?
Okay, I based it on a show, special on public TV one time. The guy went, up to a cabin, and he owned a cabin or not, I don't know, but he's out in the woods up in Minnesota, and he tells himself, which was probably bigger than my challenge was, he actually took one photograph altogether per day, and it looked like he took a lot of good ones too, stuff that he had to challenge. I kind of challenged that myself, I didn't get far as he did, only one, of course, but I don't know what's more to say. I don't know what that's about.
Okay, so with all those challenges, it's fascinating that you fall through all those and compile those pictures in a book. So it really emphasizes your intentionality in photography also. So speaking of photography, what was your knowledge of the camera that you were using at that time, and how did that play into your creative process? So were you using some high-end DSLR or anything else, just like a phone or a mirrorless camera?
Oh yeah, at the time I had name the camera there. It was not a Canon. It was it's sort of similar to a shoe there. It's something 40 there. I forgot the name of it there. It's like I said, it's almost sort of named to a shoe, but I can't think of it here. It is a just camera, two-legged for camera.
Okay. So it's
it's for manual, it's for manual and stuff.
Okay. So it's not a high-end SLR that you are using, just a hand-carry Canon camera.
It's not a Canon itself. It's a type there.
Okay.
Something like think about sometimes, whatever it is. So there's only two types of Canon, and it is the other type too. But it's f-stops, and you use it as an automatic, or you use it as a manual, and it's sort of I'll think of it. But it focuses most of the stuff in, and if you go to page 9, I think there's a one there's one of rapids there. I think careful one of there's f-stop or something, or the shutter speed, you raise the shutter speed up, you can think of rapids, the fast moving rapids, and that's it feels like a page 9. It's a wonderful one. that I got the best I can. It's like you can see the rapid lit up, but above the trees it's dark. I could get the light the trees area up the top. The rapids are nice, beautiful, and that was my focus of it. But, Nike there, not Nike, what? I think it's a shoe, Nikon or something. Yeah, I think that's what Nikon. D40, I think was what it is. Yeah.
D40? Is that a?
D40. It's a manual that sells holds two different lenses, or at least.
Oh, okay. Randy, I'm just curious. Is when taking pictures or just the photography itself, is it necessary to have or to use high-end cameras, or we could just use cell phone? Could we just still have the same result? Yes.
I suppose you can, but I kind of doubt it. I think you probably get much better if you had a sophisticated camera or camera and stuff.
Yes, I'm just wondering if you're using do we need to buy those cameras which is really used for photography, or we could just use our phone and then have the same result as those high-end?
Yeah, it was best for the camera, I suppose. Like for instance, recent years, probably a couple of years ago, I bought myself a large tablet there. Being for use of my diary and for diary and stuff, and I took pictures there too. That's two things I do in the diary and the pictures. I suppose I could go up there. You go up there and use that pretty much too. I think you probably get a little bit more out of the regular the one I had or Canon. A little bit more out of it, but I don't think you can buy with a tablet.
Yes, the vibrancy, I guess. Yes, I guess the quality would differ. Because if you're going to use tablets, I guess you need some editing tools for them to have the vividness they captured pictures, whereas if we're going to have the Canon or any high-end cameras, I guess there's no need for a editing tool for it, so we just need to invest.
Yeah, there's a ways around that.
It's okay. So as an author and photographer, you're sharing a part of yourself with your audience. So, what do you hope to see the reader as they engage with your book? And what kind of experience do you envision them having?
I suppose get out there and see Mother Nature, and get out to fresh air and get away from things. And I think you can relate better with others, if you get you to relax, and there's a lot of nature out there, and it.
So we need to relax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I guess as busy as we are, of course, our body is not a robot that works 24/7, and even robots still need a rest. So, of course, we need relaxation for us to rest. That's good, nice. I will take that time. Maybe one of these days I will take a relaxation. It is. Okay, so finally, Randy, based on your experiences that's been captured in your book and your philosophy and photography, so as with your observation as a nature lover, what is the most important advice you would offer to someone looking to connect with nature or even to start their photography sessions or photography journey? So what would be your, advice?
Well, one thing I'd say that make sure that you have the money for it, because you have to travel up there, I travel by bus and cab, but, it takes money to drive up there, you gotta rent, lodge it out and stuff like that, and I suppose just when you're up there, you got your stuff there, and to go camping, and food and stuff, and know how to cook it and stuff, and get out there, I could say that things take things from there, that they just soak in, because they talked to somebody one time before that you have to be out there for a bit, like it's like a day, that stuff soaked into you get more into it. The scenery actually looks better after you're there for a time, like let's say within much more than a day or something, less than a day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I can say about that.
Okay, so I'm so sorry.
Oh,
what was that?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, excuse me. That's all I got there. I mean, that's all right.
Oh, okay. So just to sum up what you have said, I guess we could say that we don't need much more or anything else. Just go, come, and then see for yourself, and what the nature's surprise will be for you.
Oh yes, you have to pack a bag, of course, and like you do if you've seen any place,
Yeah.
Like put yourself in a cabin or something during the night or something, and
Okay, so just go camp and then let the nature have its flow and be surprised
that's
of what
right,
it
yeah.
is. Yeah. That's nice. Okay, so that's a profound advice, Randy, and a perfect encapsulation of the spirit of your book. So it's been an absolute pleasure having you to the show. My adventure
thank you.
of Jacob is a wonderful testament to the beauty of intentional observation and the power of finding wonders in the world around us. So, Randy, where can our listeners find your book?
Oh, I seen Barnes and Nobles online because the store that's there, and I think it's Amazon. I checked the line before, and there's a place called Goodreads.
Goodreads.
They have it there. I can't recall any place else. I suppose a lot of places that sell books, or if it's not in the store, it'll be online at least.
Okay, so thank you for that. To all our listeners, you can find the book My Adventures at Jacob by Schreifels at any bookstore. So you could where every book could be seen, or you could buy it there, to Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, anywhere. So grab your copies, and thank you so much for having us, or for granting us this interview. And we'll be sure to link those. And thank you once again for sharing your adventures and your insights with us today.
I bet you too.